Hey everyone, thanks for tuning to today's episode of Canal Days, What Life Was Like in the Industrial Connecticut River Valley. I am your host, Carrie, along with my co-host, founder of Historical Tours of Greater Holyoke, Robert Como. Our Canal Days series explores historic sites throughout Massachusetts, and with Robert's expertise of the history as your personal guide, each episode we discover a new location hidden and its hidden history within. Today's episode will be exploring the Notre Dame Cemetery located in Fall River, Massachusetts. So, can you reveal the history of the cemetery for us?
It was made to be a French-Canadian ethnic group cemetery, and of course it's filled with French last names. It was made in the year 1874. It serves as the parish cemetery for Notre Dame de Lourdes, a church that's found in Fall River. And it's a very large cemetery with a very long aspect to it. And recently a mausoleum has been made for above ground burials based inside the mausoleum itself. And keep in mind that you can find your ancestors there fairly easy because of all the cemeteries I've visited in my life. There's about 200 cemeteries. This cemetery is the most responsive to any request upon locations and additional information about death dates and full names. They're superb. They sent me back a packet of information for a little bit of questions I had. It was wonderful.
And can you describe how the Notre Dame Cemetery is laid out?
Yes, it's in a lawn-style cemetery. That means that it's organized by rectangles and the gravestones are in straight lines relative to one another. Lawn style started up about 1860, and this came around the 1870s and followed that style. It's probably the most popular style for any cemetery in the last 160 years. And it's on a very long axis and very narrow, but within it, there's additional things. There's a priest circle. We'll talk about that at some point. There's a baby section off to, well, it depends on about what entrance you go in, but it's off to the side middle, and you'll find a lot of small baby. Catholics did not allow non-baptized babies to be in the main body of the cemetery, but they're off to the side. Also, there's sections, special sections you walk around, and there's a special map that the cemetery has made and put on findagrave.com, and there's also a type of map for the indoor mausoleum to show where the burials are coded off to be in certain locations. So, if you ever go there, you have a lot of information at your fingertips.
And stay tuned, and we'll be right back after this quick break. Are you fascinated by history and eager to explore the hidden gems of Massachusetts? Or maybe just looking for a new, exciting, but educational activity for the family? Look no further than Historical Tours of Greater Holyoke, founded by Robert Como. With over a decade of experience, Robert offers captivating public tours and presentations of historic sites and landmarks throughout the state. Whether you're interested in canals, cemeteries, or charming churches, Robert's tours provide a unique and enriching experience for all. And that's not all. You can also book private tours tailored to your interests, ensuring a personalized and unforgettable adventure. Simply visit theholyokecanaltour.org or email Robert at bobcat4214, capital B, at yahoo.com to schedule your private tour today. But wait, there's more. Don't miss out on Robert's podcast and video series, Canal Days, where you can dive even deeper into the rich history of the Connecticut River Valley. And his tours are perfect for families or groups of all sizes, and they offer fun educational activities that bring history to life. So why wait? Discover the past with historical tours of Greater Holyoke, and make memories that will last a lifetime. We're back with Canal Days and episode Notre Dame Cemetery. So, can you illustrate the priest circle for us and what it consists of?
Okay. This is where the priests that served Notre Dame, their Lord's Church in Fall River, are located. There's been many of them. The head pastor is there, Monsignor Privo, and he was responsible for a lot of the growth of the parish itself. But there's many around this beautiful circle. When they were buried here, they did not use upright tablet style gravestones. They used flat stones, and they were in the form of a cross, and they're very large, maybe about 8 feet long, most of them. And then they put the pastor's information embedded into the cross itself, and they're all flat against the ground. All right, so you have the crucifix area circled around, the Monsignor Privo in front, and then many pastors of the church around the sides, including some assistant pastors. Wonderful way to do it. I've seen a few other Catholic cemeteries do it this way. Most do it by smaller stones, either slant or upright, but they do here flat and gorgeous crucifix or cross. And I really like that very much. It really draws your eye towards it. If you come out the main entrance, this is towards the front, maybe 100 feet from the front. If you come to the back entrance where the office is, it's more towards the end of the cemetery. But check it out, of course. It's the highlight of the cemetery.
And can you disclose why the cemetery was made?
Yes, it was made for French Canadians. And I gave the year already, 1834. Now that's when French Canadians were swarming into southern New England for jobs in the mill towns and cities. Fall River definitely is a mill city. And this cemetery was made to serve the French Canadian population of Fall River. The Irish already had their St. Patrick's Cemetery and St. Mary's Cemetery, which were very big and old, but the French Canadians wanted their own. Any prior death of French Canadians at Fall River would be in one of those two very old cemeteries. They were probably started in the 1840s or 50s. And you could probably find them especially in the solitary burial section. But finally, the French Canadians were happy to get their own area. And when I did a family tree from my cousin, I was able to visit there 3 times, and it was quite gorgeous. There's a middle strip separating the roads, and even in that middle strip, they put gorgeous monumental gravestones for big families that were richer off, like the Lasson family, who owned a funeral home within Fall River.
And thank you for tuning into today's episode of Canal Days on the Notre Dame Cemetery in Fall River, Massachusetts, and joining us on this journey through the rich history of the Connecticut River Valley of Canal Days, with Canal Days. We hope you've enjoyed uncovering the hidden gems and fascinating stories that shape our past. And a special thanks to Robert Camus, the founder of Historical Tours of Greater Holyoke and Canal Days, for sharing his passion and expertise with us. Remember, you can find more information about Robert's tours, book private tours, and explore Canal Days videos and podcast series at holyokecanaltour.org. And if you enjoyed today's episode, please like, comment, and share, and we'd love to hear your thoughts and suggestions for future episodes. Until next time, we keep exploring and discovering the history that surrounds us. Thanks for listening, and don't forget to tune in to our next episode of Canal Days.